Hey everyone, it's the Chakra Shaman here. I'm doing your weekly theme and lessons. This is going to be for the week of November 2nd through the 8th. But honestly, any of these are really timeless. I don't own rights to the music for purposes of Instagram and Facebook. So anyways, I'm going to pull a couple cards for the theme of the week, as well as any lessons we might need to pay attention to this week. Sorry if you hear my cats. They are being very obnoxious today, so sorry if you hear them fighting with each other or yelling at the door to let them in and or out of my room. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Today I'm going to be using my traditional Rider-Waite tarot. And then I'm also going to be using my Moonology oracle. I've got a couple other decks here that I might use if I feel pulled towards them, but otherwise I think I'm just going to stick to these. So, first up, what is the generalized theme for the week? Let's see, what is the generalized theme for this week? All right, anything else? Generalized theme for the week. Got a flyer. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. So here, the theme for the week is really going to be revolving around coming up with ideas to improve our finances and coming up with creative ways to make more sustainable income. This could also just be a simple shift in perspective about how we budget and balance our books, and how we're using our disposable income. Is it in a way that's benefiting us in the long term, or are we using it more as a crutch to fulfill some sort of immediate emotional stuff? So for the theme for this week is going to be focusing on evaluating where we are financially and if we're happy with that, and then also taking a more practical approach to planning and budgeting. So perhaps once we do that, we will feel a little bit more satisfied with our finances. I know for me personally, that's pretty true. I've been telling myself that the last 2 days I need to start working on being more careful with my budget, especially when the economy is shite. So that being said, just keep in mind these are all generalized. If it resonates, let me know. If it doesn't, just let it go. So now we're going to move on to what lessons we might need to know for this week. So what lessons do we need to work on or listen to this week? Okay, first we have the mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. Let's see what else we get here. Ooh, okay. Got a lot of flyers today. Your dreams need a practical plan. So what were we just saying about making a practical plan for our budget? So, and then also we have one down here. What do you need to release? And there was one more card that fell with it. So normally I only pull 3, but we're going to just go ahead and do this. Your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. So what I find interesting is 2 of our moons here are earth signs. We've got the Taurus and the Capricorn. So right off the bat, nothing is yet set in stone. So with this lesson, we need to learn that everything is flexible. Even when it doesn't seem like it's flexible, even when it doesn't seem like things are mutable, if that makes sense. We have the power to change the outcome of things, and a lot of the time, it's simply admitting to ourselves and to the universe that we are not stuck, and that things are not literally set in stone. Things are not set in stone yet. We still have a chance to change the outcome of things, and we still have options. So keeping an open mind is going to be something very important for this week. And I think that could also play into the whole, working on your finances, coming up with a plan, coming up with a budget, keeping an open mind, and finding creative outlets and creative ways to work around constraints, so we aren't feeling trapped in any circumstance, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. I kind of rambled a little bit, but the next one, your dreams need a practical plan. This is the full moon in Taurus. So this is exactly what we were saying. We need to make some practical plans. And I think this is going to take physically writing stuff down and like posting it somewhere where you can see it, because so many people rely on their phones for reminders and alerts and calendars and stuff. And that's all great because we have our phone on us all the time. But there's something about physically writing that both ingrains it in our mind physically, but also physically writing it down and posting it somewhere is a nice way to remind us whenever we aren't sucked into our phone, when we're just walking around and it's like, oh hey, that's right, I've got to do that. So making a practical plan, setting reminders for yourself, like it could be something practical as like, make sure you pay the light bill by the 1st, or this week's grocery bill is $50. But you could also do other types of self-care with a practical plan by saying you're doing a really great job sticking to your budget this week. That would be such a motivational thing that you could do for yourself, as a form of sticking to a plan, is sort of verbally and emotionally rewarding yourself for that stuff. But anyways, I kind of rambled again. So make a plan and stick to it. It needs to be practical. Set realistic goals. Don't get in your head. Make things easy and attainable. And don't feel stuck, because nothing is permanent right now. Your hard work is paying off. So all of the work that you are putting into stabilizing yourself and getting to a happier place, it doesn't feel like it right now. It might not feel like it right now, but you are getting there. And this is just proof that through your hard work, you will get to a point where you're feeling more financially stable and you're feeling more happy and abundant, and you won't feel stuck in a corner. So you're getting there. You are taking the right steps. Let this be validation for you that you are taking the right steps for your career, for your finances, for yourself. Let this be that validation for you that you are indeed making the right choices and taking the right steps towards your goals. So don't give up. It's hard, but you've got this. You're a badass. And our last lesson for the week, what do you need to release the waning moon? What is it that's holding you back? What is it that's holding you back from achieving your happiness, your abundance, your manifestation? What is it that's holding you back from that? Is it simply a mindset that you don't think you can attain more than X amount of dollars in a month? Is it a mindset that you can't possibly achieve your wildest dreams because it's just too outlandish? That is going to hold you back. Or is it something as simple as, hey, I need to lay off the takeout food this month. That would really help me. That's really keeping me from reaching my goals. It could be more practical. But I also think with this Ace of Swords, it's all about perspective and mentality. So this week, work on releasing any anxieties, any self-limiting thoughts or doubts. Let's work on shifting our perspective this week to release those self-limiting doubts and thoughts that we constantly battle with and constantly tell us we're not good enough and we can't possibly do this outlandish, crazy thing that we really want to do. So those are the lessons for this week. Work on creating some practical plans for your dreams, your finances, your career. Know that you are taking the right steps to get to where you want to be. And don't let your anxiety, your self-doubt, or anyone else tell you that you are not making progress or that you can't make progress, because it's not true. You're a badass and you got this, okay? So hopefully that helped. Hopefully that resonated. Let me know if you enjoyed this, and we'll start making this a regular thing. Thanks, guys. See you later.